What's going on, yeah? It's Ant, IK Solutions, feel me? I just wanted to hop here and make like a transparent video with you guys. I have a couple topics down on my phone, and yeah, maybe give you guys a little outlook on the way I think about things. Maybe it can influence you guys to maybe want to be a little bit better. I'm just here to really like try to help other people grow, and like that really does something for me. Like being able to help somebody become better or anything like that. So like anybody's in my immediate circle, they know I try to look out. I try to teach them anything I know, and yeah. So I just wanted to go over a couple things, and yeah. So let's start this. I personally believe, in order to become the person that you're trying to be, this version of you right now, it has to go. It has to die, because this version of you isn't the best version of you. So you need to continue to keep putting in work and become that better version of yourself, because you can always be better. You don't ever want to settle and just become stagnant with where you're at and just think, yeah, like this is cool, when in reality it's not. And nobody's coming to save you. It's only you. That's another thing I had to realize. So it's something I've just been trying to lock in with and continue to like be a better person, because I feel like this person that I am now, there's some things wrong with it and there's some things that aren't wrong with it. But I feel like this person isn't the millionaire that I want to become. Like, so I need to delete this version of me and completely change my entire identity and become that person that I want to be in the future. So yeah, that's another thing I had started thinking about a lot. Also, a lot of times I found myself, I'd say a couple years ago, just thinking like, I gotta wait for the right time to do this, and I gotta wait for the right time to do that. I personally feel like there's never gonna be a right time. You gotta take a risk. You definitely have to take a risk with things. You can't just keep sitting around and trying to be comfortable and waiting for that right time, because there's honestly never gonna be that right time. You gotta make the time right. So yeah, that was like something that's big for me. Like I had took a risk on the business. I spent, I don't even know how much money on the business, but it's all about taking a risk. And I'm not saying sit here and make some crazy dumb risk or like do something dumb. You obviously want to take calculated risk and make sure you have some type of plan, but there's nothing wrong at all with taking a risk and believing in yourself and doing what you need to do for yourself, because you can't continue to keep waiting around, because the longer you wait, it brings more weight. And what I mean by this is, like, you continue to wait longer and longer, more problems could continue to come with that. It would end up bringing more weight onto you. So yeah, believe in yourself, do what you need to do, and just take action. Like, if you're seeing this and there's something that you've been thinking about and you just don't know if you should do it or not, let this be your sign to just go ahead and do it. You only have one life, I'm trying to do it for my family. I can't keep sitting around and just waiting for money to fall in my lap, because it's not going to happen. I got to go out and do this. I got to go out and get this. And I want to be an influence to like my family and give them somebody to look up to. And even you guys, anybody watching, I just want to try to be the best version of myself for everybody around me to grow from, to just, I just really like helping people. That's like the biggest thing. Discipline nobody sees. Now, I'm not going to sit on here and get on here and be like, I'm the most disciplined person ever, because there's definitely times where, like, I'm human. I might brain rot on my phone for too long and things like that. But like, even something like this, I could went upstairs and I'll have a flight early in the morning, and it's 4:30. I have to leave in 2 hours, but I made sure, you're in Miami, you want to take advantage of the scenery, things like that, make good quality content. And this comes with discipline. I could have laid in bed. I was just laying in bed, but I told myself, yo, get up, do what you got to do, because you got to do the things you don't want to do the things you want to do. You can't just, like, let's be real. Nobody wants to go to the gym and like, work out all the time. And like, some people do, but sometimes, people are human. They'd be lazy. I don't want to do it. But those are the days where you really need to show up. And today was the day where I didn't want to do this, but I still showed up and did it, because this is what I need to do to get to that next level. I got to put in the hours, and I've been putting in the hours. Not a lot of people see that. They see maybe the nice things on Instagram. And this goes with anybody. You see the nice things on Instagram when people had blown up or whatever, but you don't see all the hours that they have put in way before this. Like, this whole journey is not sweet. There's times I can say for myself where I'd be questioning, like, what's going to happen with me? Is this going to work out? Just like those self-doubt moments that I feel like everybody has once in a while. And, this is just a part of it, really. Like, it just happens. But as long as you continue to keep pushing forward and believing in yourself, I don't think anything could get in the way. I honestly believe, and I say this to myself all the time, that I really think I'm going to become somebody one day. I think I do have traits to, be like a big businessman. But obviously there's things I could work on and become better. But as far as like with the way I think, and you know, I'm 22. Sometimes I feel like I'm running out of time. To other people, I could sound dumb saying something like that. So I'm gonna just focus on myself and worry about myself, because a lot of times people also go on social media and you might see a 17-year-old making $80,000 a month, which is ridiculous, but you know, things just work out for them and maybe things didn't work out for you, and you got to realize everything moves at your own pace. Like, you know, don't try to base your success off somebody else, because somebody could be 22 doing way better than me. That doesn't mean I'm supposed to be doing what they're doing. You know, you got to move at your own pace. Maybe I might have to blow up at 24, like who knows. Like, you always have your own time to do what you need to do. So don't base your success off other people or people around you. You know, do what you got to do, move at your own pace, and go from there. And now I could say this one, I could say I'm working on it. You know, I'm always working on something, but it's really like holding myself accountable to things. That's one of the biggest things, considering like I feel like alone for the most part. You know, like it would be cool to have maybe some friends and stuff that did business together, and we could like go off of each other, hold each other accountable to, you know, make each other better. But I'm really in this by myself. I'm just trying to do it. So there's times where I need to hold myself accountable, where if I don't get a video done, I don't reward myself for going outside. There's certain things I take away from myself if I don't do what I need to do, because why am I rewarding myself for doing things that you're not supposed to be doing? So yeah, I try to hold myself very strict on that, I would say, because if I continue to just not be strict on myself, like what's going to happen? Eventually, everything's just going to fall apart. So no one's going to be strict on you. Nobody really cares as much as you care. So you need to hold yourself accountable for everything that you're doing, whether it be good, bad. Just always hold yourself accountable, and just don't let things go over your head. Another thing I try to do is not lie to myself. I try to be as real as possible with myself. You know, like if something's bad is about to happen, you know, you just got to deal with it. Like, it's bad is about to happen. You're going to go move on. Whatever comes from it, comes from it. Yeah, I just try to be like as real as possible. I don't try to cope. I don't want to cope and try to tell myself a couple things to make myself feel better. Or like I could have been upstairs like, oh no, you're tired, it's fine, like you could do the video later. No, you could get up, you could go do the video, you're gonna be okay, nothing's gonna happen. You don't need to create these excuses for yourself, because all this is gonna do is just prolong everything and procrastinate. You just don't need to do it. I try really hard to not cope with anything. It's something I used to do a lot before, but I could say it's definitely something I've worked on and I became a lot better with, and I just, you know, deal what I got to deal with. I could say, like, I guess this is more like, you know, like personal maybe, but you know, like I feel like, not that there's a lot of pressure on me, but like I put a lot of pressure on myself, because you know, I want to be the one to break the generational curses, and I want to be the one to change my family's lives and things like that. And it's like I put in like so much stress on myself, because it's like, yo, you gotta go get this, and it's like I'm trying to cater to my little sister. Like I want to be able to do things with my little sister. I want to be able to take care of my mom. I want to set my mom down for a little bit, maybe help her invest into something she wants to do. And it's like, it's so much stress on me because I'm trying to do so many different things at one time, and it's like, you know, it gets hard sometimes. But like, you know, this is just, you know, being a man, kind of like, I just like providing. So, you know, these are things I gotta take care of. Although things do get hard and very stressful sometimes, I always try to like persevere, see through, and just continue to do what I got to do. Because like I would say, like my family is like my why, and I'm doing this for my family that's not even here yet. Like, you know, my kids, I want my kids to have a nice life. I'm not saying I had a bad life, but I would like my kids to have a better life than I did. But yeah, like there's just so much, like sometimes where I just sit down, I'm like, bro, I'm stressed, like I'm tired, and you know, things just honestly just be getting hard sometimes. And yeah, like I don't even know how to really get into it, but like, you know, things get rough sometimes, I could say. But, you know, it's all about the grind. You gotta fall in love with the process, because this time right here, even look back on this video, say 6 months from now, who knows where I would be. And looking back at something like this is like, oh, you was going through it, you were stressed, and nobody even sees it. That's the craziest part, because I'm in my house. You know, right now I could, let's say, I got fired from my job, I want to say like 4 to 5 months ago. You know, the business was already like started up and stuff, and I had told myself, you're betting on yourself, you're not getting a job no more. And it's been like 4 or 5 months. I'm honestly like surprised. I guess I could say I could give myself a pat on the back. I continue to just work at it, and I'm making a living off of just the business right now. I don't currently have like a regular job or like a 9 to 5. So yeah, just even that, it just builds so much stress because it's like, you know, I gotta go out and get it. Like nobody handing me my paycheck. Like, you know, you gotta go get it, and it's like you want to provide for your family, and it's so much. It just becomes so stressful at times. But this is what it's about. I guess some advice too I could give to you guys. Don't tell your goals to small-minded people. That's something I could say. Whether it be your family, your friends, anybody. There's been times where I've said goals to people that maybe sound unrealistic to them because maybe the way they were brought up and maybe they don't even think how I think. And like, you know, you could respect these people and value these people's opinions, and something they could say to where it's like, oh, that sounds crazy. It could mess with you a little bit because there's been times that there's been family members that I look up to, and I might say something like, oh, I want to be able to make 50K in a month, and they never even heard or even seen something like that, and they look at like, oh, like he's crazy, and they give you one of those like, oh yeah, you'll be all right, you could do it, like something like that. Don't sit here and waste your time telling your goals to these small-minded people that just gonna like not really like believe in you for it. It could be your family. Like some of my family, I've said things to them and they don't take me serious, and that's fine because, you know, I got me. So yeah, even if it's your family, you know, another thing I learned to do is separate emotion from things, whether it be with my business, any jobs I had worked at, any relationships, friendships, anything like that. There's certain things where you need to learn to separate your emotions from things, because if you continue to bring your emotions into every single problem and every single thing that's going on in your life, everything is just going to tear you down. You need to learn that some things aren't to be taken personal. Some things are just, it's just what it is, and you can't sit here and beat yourself up about it and continue to get all emotional about it. If things don't work out your way, although yes, it might hurt your feelings, you can't sit here and cry about it and continue to be so emotional about it. You got to get up and do it over again and go do something else. I could say I feel like this video was like, I don't want to say all over the place, but I could just say I try to cover a lot of different topics. But yeah, I could just say I try to give some of my perspectives on things, give you guys a little bit of understanding with the way I think with certain things. I hope some things sat well with you guys. You know, it is 4:30 in the morning, 4:49 actually. Please spare me, my brain is not all the way there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So yeah, sorry, my brain, you know, let's end this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys soon. I need to get more consistent on YouTube. So yeah, I'll definitely be back soon. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, great night whenever you're watching this. If you need help with anything credit related, hit me on Instagram, AIK Solutions. You know, we're here to help people fix their credit, change their lives, change their situations, change everything. But yeah, hit me there. I hope you guys have a great day, great night. I said it. I'll see you on the next video.